take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Jets. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. This guy's currently sitting at 500, 2-2 through 4 games. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis, always a thrill to be here, always a thrill to have you folks with us. And we are underway, folks, from East Rutherford. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. A gain of 19 yards.
On first down, it's Genty. Finding up the defender. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. From the 46, here's second down and 5. Here's May. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw with May. Open man. There's Darnell Washington. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Yards on the play. And the Cowboys first down.
To throw, it's May. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
A run straight ahead with Genty. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
That's a gain of 4.
Now May on the sneak. And he will have a Cowboys first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10.
Throwing here is May. That's caught left side, Burden. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Cowboys first down.
We're going to throw. May. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Gunnar Helm, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. They gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
What's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have a perfect game.
Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Brissett sets to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Williams. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ashton Jeanty, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. And this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Play fake, Brissett. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
A short throw there pulled in by all. This is a completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing, Brissett. Open man is Bourne. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
Jets, 1st down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. On play action, Brissett. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Walter Nolan in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the middle, it's Genty. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. The Cowboys had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
To the air, May. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Cowboys 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Cowboys.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. That's to the tight end, Helm. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12.
From the shotgun, May with it. That's complete, right around the end. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jack Besh, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And New York set to take the field. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game. But one team's coming down and hitting threes.
And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll have a Jets first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Jets first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard.
They run it again with Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 44-yard.
Brissett now. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39.
And the Jets first down. First and 10.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Second and 11.
Here's Brissett. A short throw there, pulled in by all. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
Here's Brissett. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. Oh, nifty juke there. And now the rookie's free. He's on his way. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ashton Genty with his second touchdown here in this first half. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
And they'll get this just to the 47th, 1-yard gain. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's a four-receiver look now. Three of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll work with four receivers here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Brissett. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Jets.
From the gun, here's Brissett. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
1st and 10.
Now Brissett gets this complete to Shaheed. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd down and a yard. Up the middle, it's Williams. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Brissett. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down. And
Brissett. And now another one thrown incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They'll throw now on the final play. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our... Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
4 yards. That's good for a Jets first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And it's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That good for 19 and a first down.
Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A short throw there, pulled in by all. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Brissett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. John Mechie, 33 yards. And the Jets get a bit closer. They'll look to run forward with Williams.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 166 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That 2nd down play nets a -4. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That's good for a Cowboys.
On the give, Genty. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
That's another Cowboys 1st down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The New York set to take the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
It's now 2nd and 6 at at the 25-yard line.
To throw is Brissett. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
It's third down and 6.
He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Walter Nolan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Right back to Genty on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
To throw, it's May. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Complete to number
They'll wind
18.
up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's third down.
Now May on the sneak. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll throw with May. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Jets are right back in this football game. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
21-yard line.
Brissett sets to throw it. Screen play set up for Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Jets on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
For Jawan Johnson, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and
Throwing. Brissett. Complete. It's Johnson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Jets first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Play fake, Brissett. A short throw there, pulled in by all.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Jets first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Jets first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Back at the 35-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Brissett over the middle and complete to Shaheed. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
Brings up third and 10.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
An 8-yard loss. Brings up fourth down.
Now Brissett on fourth down. He'll try to do it himself. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. And boy, before the drive even starts, here's a timeout. Wow. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the
Throwing here is May.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
This now a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it third and
They're going to throw. May.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff to Genty. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
At the 16-yard line.
To the air, May.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
On play action, May.
Washington's got it. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Brissett. Pass complete, it's Adams. They'll come up now on second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Brissett.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Now Brissett. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Into the air once more. It's Brissett.
This one swung out to Williams. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Now Brissett.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for Jets. First down.
And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10.
Brissett. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
3rd and 16.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Dallas, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.